let's get Drew red carpet ready with this undetectable makeup look. I'm going to start by bronzing the skin with cream bronzer and really work this in. You can use your fingers to do this, and it doesn't have to be precise. I want the most color on the forehead, then working outside the cheeks and jawline, and bringing this down the neck. I want to create light on the center of the face. So taking a cream foundation and applying that as a highlight. So imagine there's a light reflecting underneath him. Push and tap into the skin. This will be toned down with blush. I'm taking my Monochromance gradient palette and mixing the shades Heartthrob and Heavy Petal. Start on the nose because that's where you would get the most sun, and blend out into the cheeks, taking this higher up underneath the eyes for a natural look. Then I'm mixing a bit of that mustard brown with the blushes to create a more earthy, toned down color. Setting the highlights with Alter Ego, a bone beige, and pressing it into the skin. These powders are extremely lightweight and don't emphasize texture. Then with the contour side, I'm going across the tip of the nose and underneath. I like to go over the stubble to emphasize his facial structure. This is one of those steps that make a massive difference. And going over his beauty marks for that ultra natural look and Cupid's bow. Brushing the brows up and filling in the ends very lightly with a brow marker and the very front. With a lightweight high coverage concealer, I'm going over any razor burns and blending that in. And finishing the brows with a clear brow gel, following the direction of the hair. This one is my favorite. Next, I'm going to use my lipstick in Reston Roses, which is a tinted matte balm. I like to tap this on for a rosy stain, and to make the lips look healthy and glowy. Then taking it on the back of my hand, I'm going to use this as a blush topper to add that glow to the skin. And that completes my undetectable makeup look on Drew. I love doing this on events, shoots,
Cassie.
Making your nose wrong. When it comes to makeup, I hate telling people what they can and can't do. Because, bitch, it's makeup. Do whatever the fuck you want. It's your face, you know? There's no right or wrong to makeup. But seriously, bitch, if you're trying to get a snatched nose and you're baking like this kind of baking, bitch, it ain't doing shit. Like, the only thing it's doing is making your nose look bigger. If you want your nose to look bigger, that's cool. Keep doing what you want to do. But if you're trying to get a snatched nose and you're baking like this, or even like this, a little fucking gusano, then you're doing it wrong. It's literally not doing nothing. Contour however the fuck you want. You could use a little brush, you could use a big brush and grab a bunch of contour and then just put it all over your nose. Whatever is easier for you, because we're just focusing on baking today. If you want to snatch as fuck nose, then baking is what's going to be your best friend. Grab your favorite brightening powder. I like to use a pink toned powder. It's gonna be like the fucking brightest of them all. Here I have the Dragon Beauty Translucent Powder in the shade Pink. Now, I'm gonna grab a triangle powder puff that I got from Amazon. It was like $6 for a pack of 8, bitch. Go get some. I'm gonna grab some powder on one side of the puff. And I'm gonna tap a little bit off. Now, the puff is gonna really help because it's gonna help me go at an angle. When I bake my nose, I like to keep it wider up here and thinner down here. That's gonna make the appearance of a more snatched fucking nose. I start the bake right here. I usually cut my crease starting here. So that's where I'm gonna start the bake. Okay, there's like my first little line. Now I'm gonna continue it downwards. I'm kind of going at an angle like that. Downwards towards the tip. Again, I want it thinner at the tip. In some cases, we want the tip bigger, but that's not the case today. Okay, this is one side. Notice how it's at an angle. Also, try not to go too thin at the tip. I've gone like super thin before, and it just looks crazy, way too fucking snatched. Let's try to keep it realistic here. I used this side of the powder puff. Now I'm gonna switch to this side and add powder on this side so I can do this side of my nose. Same thing, at an angle, going down. I'm even gonna add some into my inner corner. Look how snatched. Now with the flat brush, I'm gonna make a line down my nose. With the small brush, I'm gonna add a dot here. If you want the appearance of a shorter nose, add some bake down here. Leave this on for like 10 minutes or more, trust me.